Good day to everyone. How you guys doing today? Well, I bet you're gonna be much better after this recipe. We are going to cook together, guys, right? Today I'm gonna make mofongo, which is one of the famous Puerto Rican dishes, and I'm gonna pair it up with garlic shrimp, okay? And mofongo could be done so many different ways, so many different toppings. So today we're just gonna do it that way, all right? And also, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, guys, what you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right here, the bell button that's gonna let you know every time I upload a video, which is every Friday and Sunday, and that like button. If you like what you see, press the like button. Also, in my channel, I'm gonna be creating a lot of international dishes and special dishes, okay, that you could prepare for these special holidays coming up, like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. They bring so much joy to our heart, okay? So let's get started from my kitchen to your kitchen, where everything's done with love. Let's get started. Okay guys, today for our mofongo with the garlic shrimp, we are going to use, of course, plantains, fresh garlic. Here I have sour orange, all right? Chicken bouillon, salt, olive oil. I got Chardonnay, wine. I have fresh Italian parsley. I have cilantro. I have red sweet pepper, bell pepper. I have shrimp. I have adobo, and I have this chili garlic sauce that we're gonna just a little bit of it, but it's optional. You don't have to use it. I just like a little kick. All right, and that's about it. If I forget something, I will let you know through the video, but let's get started. Okay guys, so let's get started. I like to do a Mojo sauce to pour over the mofongo. So we are going to mash this garlic in this mortero. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel the garlic. Okay guys, so we mash the garlic. We want it to be almost like a paste, okay? If you don't have a mortero, use what you have, a garlic presser or whatever, it's fine. But I like doing mine in the mortero, but it's all preference. So right now I'm getting ready to cut a little piece of the sweet red pepper and the cilantro, okay? This is how tiny I diced up the sweet bell pepper, red, and cilantro. I chopped it up, and we got our garlic paste. Now we're ready to go to the stove. Okay guys, so right now we are going to go ahead and I'm gonna put the fire on medium right now, and I'm gonna put some olive oil on my pan. Put about, I don't know, maybe less than a quarter of a cup of olive oil. And I'm gonna go ahead, remember I mashed the garlic quite a bit. I'm gonna use half of this garlic for the mojito, and the other half I'm gonna use it for the shrimps, right? gonna distribute this garlic through the oil. When the oil start getting a little hot, because I don't want my garlic to burn, I'm gonna lower the fire to low. Okay, and don't rush the process, guys. In this kitchen, you know how we do it. We cook with love. All right, and to cook with love, you got to have patience. Love is patient. Okay, guys. So I want you to see close up. Your garlic is not burned. It's just a little brownish. Okay. You want to do this, I don't know, about maybe 5-10 minutes. I have it on low. That's the lowest setting on my electric stove. If you have gas stove, you're able to adjust it even better, where you want the fire to almost be hardly nothing. All right. I'm gonna go ahead at this moment and I'm gonna drain some of this oil on this plate, because I'm gonna use this to season my shrimp. Okay, but I don't want it with the garlic because I don't want the garlic to burn. All right, you will see what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side. This is for our garlic guy, and it smells so good. Just olive oil and garlic. So now I'm gonna go ahead, let me move this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna add at this moment the cilantro and the red bell sweet peppers. All right, and we only gonna let it saute for a couple minutes, just so the flavors could blend. That's all you want. The fire is still on low, guys. Make sure it's on low. This is just so the flavors could blend. And since I added the cilantro and the bell pepper, the oil cooled down. Every time you add fresh ingredients, expect your oils or whatever, or your broth to cool down a little bit right away. So I just wanted for it to bubble back up. Okay, and that's when I see it bubbling back up, I'm gonna go ahead and add my sour orange juice. I almost forgot. Don't forget to season with a little bit of salt. Okay, don't forget to do that. Unless you don't want any salt, that's fine. It's up to you what you want to do, okay? No right and wrong here, guys. So you hear the sizzling, guys? You don't hear that high because the fire is still on low. So at this moment, I want you to see how, guys, and it smells so good. It smells so good that you probably end up eating oil by itself. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my fire on medium real quick, because remember, every time you add a new ingredients, and also I had this sour orange in the fridge. All right, I shake it really good, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add to it. I almost added about the same amount of oil and sour orange to this. And since you add the sour orange, you could have your fire on medium, because now your garlic will not burn. If it's only oil, it will definitely burn. Ooh, guys, it sure smells like island. My island of Puerto Rico. I smell you, baby. I smell you. All right. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead now and turn this off. and remove it from the burner that's hot and let it cool off. Okay guys, so we did the mojo. I have it resting. I have here my shrimps. See, like I leave the tail on and I like butterfly it, okay, which it means open with a little knife. So all my ingredients, so remember the little oil, the garlic oil we reserve after we drain it. I'm gonna go ahead and add a few drops of the I would say about a tablespoon. Let me add a little bit more. 2 tablespoons of sour orange. Me, this is optional, you don't gotta do it. I just like a little kick with mine. I'm gonna go ahead and add just like a little tip like this of this garlic pepper sauce, just like that, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and whisk this. Just a little pinch, but like I said, you don't have to, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm also gonna add just a little pinch of salt. Just a little pinch. Okay? And we're gonna grab our shrimps, and I'm just gonna pour this over it. I'm gonna be cooking more shrimps. I gotta go buy some more, but we could get started with these. And I'm gonna go ahead and cover this up and put it in the fridge. Another thing I like to add, I almost forgot, a few flakes of the parsley, dried parsley as well. I'm not using the fresh right now for this because when I'm cooking the shrimp, I don't want it to burn. So for the shrimp, I'm gonna add, after I crush it, just a little bit, just like that, guys, okay? And that's it. We're gonna let this marinate in the fridge. If you let it marinate for a few hours, you are really good, okay? Okay guys, so we're gonna get started on the shrimps. Right now I got the frying pan without nothing in it on high, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and get my shrimps. Now, to this shrimps now, I like to add a little bit of paprika to it. And paprika is really more for color. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is some paprika, guys. Regular Spanish paprika. And I'm gonna go ahead and stir it. Right? The reason why we really don't need much of the oil, because we already added oil. So I'm just gonna drop right now just a drop of the olive oil, like a half a tablespoon. This pan really heats up. So I like using, as you can see, the smoke, and I just turned it on. These copper pans, they heat up pretty much. That's why I like to use it for sealing. Okay. And this shrimp, you're pretty much gonna cook it like a minute on each side of it. That smells good. Y'all know it smells good. gonna go ahead and raise it up again to medium. I had to put it on low because it got too hot. All right. Y'all hear the sizzle? Y'all hear that sizzle? I'm gonna go ahead and start turning them. Look at that beautiful color, guys. Like to butter, and I like to stand them up like that too. Get a little brownish right in the middle of it. Right? And those are pretty much done. Let me get a plate so I could put them on there. And so I'm gonna go ahead and remove those beautiful shrimps. You don't want to cook your shrimps too long. You want them to be nice and tender. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead with the package of the chicken bouillon. I just made myself some chicken broth. I'm gonna glaze this can. And it's hot. You wanna use it while it's hot as well. You want all those flavors. I'm using my wool to be glazed. Right? I have the fire again on low. On low. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of butter. I would say like a tablespoon of butter. Okay. Like a tablespoon of butter. So first I deglaze with the chicken broth. You could use vegetable broth, you could use seafood broth, it's up to you, okay? I'm gonna let this simmer down just a little bit so some of the liquid could simmer down, because I'm gonna go ahead and create what they call a Lord Jesus. See, that's signs of aging, guys. What they call a roux for gravy, right? So I'm gonna go ahead 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. That's all you need, guys. Right? So what it does, it cooks the flour and it builds a little base for you. You probably say, this is not the original garlic. Listen, I will be doing like shrimp scampi and pasta, but this one is the one I like to eat with mofongo, right? So right now, you see, again, I got the fire on low right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and deglaze it with a little bit of Chardonnay wine, guys. Trust me, the alcohol evaporates. You will only be left with flavor. A lot of flavor, guys, okay? how pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. And let's not forget our garlic. Oh, I just splashed some on my clothes. Sorry. And I still have it on low. I don't want my garlic burning. Right? Smells so wonderful up in here, guys. Up in here. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this chicken broth. If you got homemade chicken broth, even better. Okay. And last but not least, I'm gonna add some chopped up parsley, fresh parsley. You eyeball everything, you know, depends what. And I almost forgot because I like my kick. I already told you guys, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of this. Yes. But again, you don't have to add whatever you don't like in this recipe. You don't have to use it, sweetie. Just make it your own. Look how beautiful that sauce already is. Okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and dump my shrimps back in there. So your shrimps are pretty much done. This is how beautiful that is. We're gonna remove it from the fire now, so we can move on making our mofongo. All right. Okay, so right now we are going to start frying our cut up plantains. Well, they should be about this size, guys. Let me lower down my light. Okay, and my fire is on medium. Don't do it on high. You don't want your plantains to burn. Also, mofongo, you want to make it when you are going to eat it. Okay, this is a dish that you eat fresh, so it won't be dried up. Plantains are almost done. In here, I'm just gonna go ahead. I usually, for each plantain, I usually mash like a 1 clove per plantain. So that looks like a clove to me, and a half a clove, because we got a plantain and a half, right? I'm also gonna add like a tablespoon of butter. Tablespoon of butter and a little dash of adobo, whichever adobo you like, just a little dash. All right, and now we're gonna start taking our plantains out. And while I'm taking this out, I have the little bit of chicken broth that I have left. I have it heating up, so it could be hot. And I will show you after I mash these up what I'm gonna do. All my plantains right here, guys. Look how beautiful they look. Okay, that's the color you want. And I turn off my fire. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start mashing. Let me move this out of the way. Remember, I got like a tablespoon of butter. I got my mashed fresh garlic. Right? These are looking beautiful and smelling beautiful. And if you don't like pork rinds, anything like that, you could leave it just without nothing. And it's still gonna taste great, I promise you. I promise you, it's gonna taste great. So I have here, I almost forgot, a little bit of homemade chicharron. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit to it. I have family members in my family don't eat the pork, so I will not add it to theirs. Like I said, you know, the mofongo, you do it when you get ready to eat it. So as each family member wants to eat, then I make theirs. So now we're gonna start plating. Lord Jesus. And I'm gonna just grab a little small bowl because that's how I like to plate mine. A lot of people eat it right from the pilon and just add their toppings or whatever they're gonna eat it with right there. So I'm gonna take mine out. Okay, smells so good. Smell wonderful. I always say like a good portion, usually you will use about 1 plantain or plantain and a half, it depends on the size of the plantain, okay guys? And I press it down so it could form what I want, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and start plating. Have a little bit of the chicken broth. And you remember the mojo, guys? Did I have resting? I'm gonna go ahead and add some mojo to this chicken broth. They've been marinating for a minute. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead for pretty much the garnish. I'm gonna go ahead and chop up just a little piece of cilantro. Just gonna go ahead and chop just a little bit of cilantro, fresh cilantro, to add to my mojo and chicken broth sauce. I also heat up the shrimps just for a minute or two, guys, not much. Okay. Okay, guys, so now we are going to plate a mofongo. Look how easy that came out. You see that? That's what you call perfection. All right. So then I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of my mojo sauce with the chicken broth and pour it over it. Look how easy it is to plate this guy. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. All right, so now I'm gonna grab my shrimps and you could plate some however you want. I'm gonna grab me about 3 of these. Or 2, whatever. Twist them in there. Okay. Then I'm gonna grab a few more. lay them however you want. However you want them to look. Listen, there is no right and wrong, okay? And I'm gonna grab some of that goodness, thicker sauce. You know another thing I like to do? The last minute, as well to the sauce, to give it that punch. I also like to add a little bit more wine. Woo! Yes, I do. Yes, I did. You know, that's why you want to keep it hot. Woo, I love that sauce with the wine. Try it at another tablespoon. But it's up to you guys, okay? It is all to you. It's all preference. But when I tell you it's good, it is good. So then I like to add just a little bit to the size. I could eat it with the Mofongo, you know. Even though Mofongo don't need too much help. Okay. And always, guys, even in the best restaurants, if your plate gets dirty in the corners, it's okay. Just wipe it. Alright, what counts is the intention, the presentation. And this is how you have a beautiful mofongo with garlic shrimp. Okay, guys, so what time is it, right? The moment of truth. Look at that mofongo. Okay? You could have restaurant style food right in your home. Alright, so y'all already know I gotta start with the shrimp. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one with my hand. I was gonna eat it with the fork. I said, Look at that. Look how beautiful and delicious. Look at that. Look at that. That's not garlicky. I don't know. All right. Not only garlicky gum, but that wine. Look at, I have to suck. It's that good. Let me taste the mofongo. I want y'all to see it when I break it. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful. If you like your pork, you add that chicharron. And if it's homemade chicharron, even better. Like the one I have. This is, oh Jesus. Guys, I'm posting this today. I'm actually eating this the day I'm posting it. And I'm glad it's Friday, because I get to chill, eat this. And what's going on in the world, I feel like I had taken a trip to the most fancy restaurant. Get me a little cup of wine and just relax. Just relax, you know. You turn on your candle lights, you turn on whatever relaxes you, baby. Whatever relaxes you do. All right? You're gonna enjoy this. Thank you for coming to my channel, and I will see you on my next recipe. Okay?